Hello everybody, welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. Good to see y'all everybody. That music was up really loud. Do you guys want some background music? Because there's some background music. Welcome everybody. M. Productions, welcome. Good to see you. I'm going to turn my lights on a little bit brighter. Hope you're having a good day. What did you get? I heard you got something good as well. Let's do this. Yes, I want to close that window. What's up, Brad's Life? So welcome everybody. I've got some new 2021 sets. I also got, I don't know if I kept the card or not. I don't think I did, but I got a lot of parts for microfighters. So I got parts for. Got some parts. I wish I had the card that I just got them from, because I always try to talk about the store that I got them from. So here's the. This is a. Everybody has this one. This is the ATDP, but it's the build from Rebels. That's called the Duchess, or the Arc Cannon prototype, and I wanted some lighter dishes, but I was out of lighter dishes, so I'm going to do this real quick. I also got a bunch of these because I was out, these slopes, because I have a TIE Defender that needed them, but that's in a lot bigger mess than I thought it was. So I'm going to do this one real quick, and then we're going to go on to the regular build. So Brad, I got... Oh, wow. That's on there a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. There we go. That's what I wanted. Well, I got a little more than 500 bucks worth of stuff with only one package remaining to arrive. Nice. Well, that is awesome. So yeah, I liked... I was doing this, and I just didn't like the way these looked, because I originally designed it with light trans blue and not just regular medium trans blue. I like this one better. So that's what we get now. This is the prototype energy weapon that fries Beskar in Rebels. So they use it when they're fighting the Mandalorians. And now, c'est finis. Actually, I still need... Now it's done. I still need... I would like to replace these with red, but I can probably get like a dark gray or something and just swap those out, but there's that. So that's it. I got some of these for my... Got to replace the Cobb Vanth speeder. Plates on the side there. Doesn't look too bad with the dark red, but I'd rather have it light red. And then I got these for the control vanes, because the control vanes aren't done, but I'm waiting for one more shipment so I can do that. And that's it for the updates on stuff. So tonight we are building... Get some of this out of the way. One of these things. We either got... What's up, Sai? How's it going? Oh, just saying hello before bed. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be late for y'all there. 1, 2 in the morning, something like that. So we've got the Trouble on Tatooine. We got the flower bouquet. We got the bonsai. And we've got the gift with purchase, the classic car. I don't think... See, these are 700 and 800 pieces about. I probably won't build this till later, so I'll put that one aside. I'm also going to drink a beverage. This is Carbach Brewing from Houston, and it's a Love Street Kolsch style. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I was thinking the bonsai tree, Brad. That's actually where I was going. I thought about starting with the car, because this will get done pretty quick, and then do the and then open up the bonsai tree. How's that sound? Car first, then bonsai tree. I think the car will take probably about 45 minutes, and then maybe the bouquet on Sunday. So, I'd like to remind everybody. Yeah, for sure, Sai. You guys always have such good. I'll let you go. You go to bed. I'm gonna talk bad about you now. So you better get out of here before I say something that I really regret. I'm kidding. I always appreciate if you guys haven't checked out Sai's page or Solo Brick Builder or Brickin' It. Chris, I forget what his channel is, or London Bricks, something like that. London Bridge Bricks. Now I can't remember any of their names. They're all great channels. Plus, Sai hosts a kind of regular get-together of all of them. They all do. And Tech Bricks is on there. And so it's good. They have, between 6 and 8 people on there usually, and they're just talking Lego. It's good stuff. So yeah, we'll start with the car, because this is it. This should take a couple minutes. Yeah. Did I miss anybody else? No, okay. Oh no, it comes with stickers for license plates, which you don't have to put on. So this is a gift with purchase. But it was a contest winner, I thought. It was an ideas, it's an ideas set. It's not a contest winner, it's an ideas set. But I think it was an ideas contest. I think Ideas ran a thing where it was, we're gonna have a contest where you build your own classic car. And the winner gets to be a gift with purchase thing. I think that's how it worked. This was leaked long before anybody knew it was available. We saw the picture of it online, and I'm sure somebody at LEGO got fired for it. I should read up on the history of this a little more. There's an introduction in here about it. I won't bore you with it, but I could read it in French and not understand anything. This just talks about him as, this is always, his name is Arnie Janke, and it just talks about his history of being a builder and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool stuff. So, yeah, I haven't participated in any of the LEGO Ideas contests. They've had several, and it's usually just like there to encourage people to build something, right? But they do have some like this where they're like, this is a big deal, and the winner will get their set given away or however it works. So very exciting stuff. So keep an eye on that. There's usually a newsletter that goes out, or they have their community posts on the page. Will let everybody know about it. So yeah, let's knock this nonsense out. This has a lot of great colors in it. As much as I don't build with these, I just like this combination of colors. The turquoise and the pink and the white. Good stuff. Oh, and we have some, before I get too far into it. What's up, Mimis? We're going to start with the classic car gift with purchase from Ideas, and then I'm going to do the bonsai tree. And if you want to see the flowers, because I think I'll start the bonsai tonight, and I'll probably finish it over the weekend, and then I'll do the flowers on Sunday morning.
I think you should do the flowers. Oh, you're going to do it Sunday?
Yeah.
So we can have it as
What's up, Kodiak? Bagel
Tell me
lover.
what happens in a week?
So you guys, a week from like 2.5 hours ago.
No, not a week from 2.5 hours.
A week from
you're
2.5
right,
hours
that's
ago.
correct.
Look, I watch Doctor Who. I know how to
you're
talk
correct.
time.
It's all wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly. a week from 2.5 hours ago, we will be doing a live wedding. Our wedding, our nuptials, will be right here, 5:30 Central, a week from today. So it won't last long. So be here 5:30. I might warm up the crowd by building a little Lego set or something, but we're doing this because our families are all out of state. What's up, Kodiak? Can't stay, got company tonight. Best of luck with the stream. Thanks for dropping by, man. Always a pleasure having you around. Our friends and family are out of state, a lot of them. So we're doing this so they can be here for this because they can't travel, obviously. So yeah, so there's your two pilots for the cars, some cool kids. Got kind of a 50s vibe going on. That's pretty cool. Vintage car, not classic. Classic references late 20s. Fair enough, bagel lover. Thanks for the bit of information. I appreciate that. And you are correct. Classic is more 20s, 30s, 40s maybe, and then vintage, late 40s into 50s. So yeah, pink's just a filler, but I like that they include it. It seems to work well. When you open the bag, it's very pleasing. It would be cool, maybe pink seats or something, or if they had a pink version of this car. I wonder if some of these pieces come in pink. These pieces specifically probably don't. But you could probably swap that out for something. So, how's everybody doing? Everybody holding up okay? I realize the last 24 hours has been kind of rough. What's up, Goldie? How did your combat on your ship work out? Did you Leroy Jenkins up the joint, or were you a productive member of the crew? Oh, la, la. Quite a few people on there. Mimi! I think I was productive. Yeah, I was stressed for you. That looked like, I mean, because you were sailing for so long, and then you just suddenly had to, like, it was go time, and I'm like, oh my god, I wouldn't have been able to handle it. I would have jumped overboard. I would have accidentally shot myself with a cannon. Oh, that's true. The Friends sets do have a lot of cars, convertibles and stuff I've seen. Maybe some of their recreational vehicles might as well. That's a good point. 2 of these. Oh, I hate all these alerts. Go away, go away, go away. So yeah, that was fun to watch, Goldie. Sorry, I couldn't stay for a whole lot. I had a team meeting at work that I had to jump off for. But it was good seeing yas. It did totally remind me of Leroy Jenkins, because the guys you were playing with were like, all right, well, this is what's happening off in the distance, and we got this prepped, and this thing's happening. We got to make sure to do this. And I think because I spent this much money on the sales and this thing's ready to go, and I'm like, you guys do not know who you're playing with. Goldie is just going to jump ship and just start swimming at those guys with a knife in her teeth, and it's going to be chaos. Because there's all that planning in the world, and she's just like, just do it! Come on! Which is why I don't play games with people often, because sometimes I feel like I do that too, where I'm like, come on. This is entirely too much. Let's just play. I try to play Squadrons with Aaron and Mike, and when our schedules line up, and we were waiting so long half the time for somebody to get on to play it. I'm like, let's just forget them. Let's just go. We'll go shorthanded. Let's just do it. Because when I play, I don't want to sit there and look at a loading screen for 45 minutes while somebody's getting their garbage together. But that's just me. I don't think I'm going to put a license plate on this time because I don't think I'm going to keep this car together. I'll keep the... This is, I mean, it's a cool looking car. I just don't know. I mean, it might work sitting with the other cars. So I'll just have to, I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But yes, let's get this thing knocked out. And then we'll do us a bonsai. Because the car is sick. Yeah, I was excited when I saw the leaked image. I'm like, oh, I'm buying that car. I mean, it's only... I mean, this would have been a $20 set, right? 180 pieces, $25 maybe. I mean, idea sets are generally not terribly expensive. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I never thought they were. Oh, Beth, I know what you went outside for. Shame on you. Yes. Shame on you. I know what you went outside for. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think if they had sold it with the diner, though, it would have sold well. I mean, that's just me thinking out loud. Also, I do like these 1x2s in that... This isn't turquoise. What is this? Seafoam? I don't know what color this is officially. It may be turquoise. Where's that piece? Call her out in front of the world. Yeah, she knows what she did. I'm not going to say it here, but she knows what she did. That's alright, I'm still going to marry her in a week. Where are those slopes? Thanks for coming by, Bagel Lover. Appreciate you being here. And hopefully we'll see you on Sunday. Alright. I may have to disrobe here in a second. The heater's blowing on me and I've got 2 shirts on. This top shirt is a little much right now. I'm just trying to crank through this and I'm having a hard time finding the little pieces here. So sorry, Mimi. You're going to have to wait for the bonsai for about 15 more minutes. Because I have been very excited to build this one. Because I think it's neat looking. Also, that's an interesting way to build stuff. You get you some snot action going there. With these guys upside down. It's pretty cool. Teal. I don't know why I didn't think of that. These are the colors of my first wedding. Was silver and teal. So, I don't know if I've got any silver on hand. My my then fiance wife at the time, soon to be wife, said, I'd like you to be more involved in the wedding. Would you like to be? And I'm like, I would love to be. She's like, all right, once you pick the colors for like flowers and invitations and things like that, I'm like, all right, silver and teal. And the only reason I said that is because colors, when I think about it, I immediately thought of like my high school colors, which were silver and teal. Or it wasn't even my high school colors, it was like my graduating colors. Graduation, my class colors, I think it was. Maybe school colors, I forget. But that was the first thing that popped in my head. And I thought about it, I was like, no, that's legit. Silver and teal's pretty good. And she hated me after that because we were living in this little town in north of Houston. And she basically emptied out the entire city of that color. And like she went everywhere looking for this color and came back with like a box about this big full of like ribbons and stuff, and she went, there's your effing teal. I'm like, sorry. All right, square like a soul. So for those of you who are Lego people, I would, and don't know this already, there is a Instagram thing going around right now called the Daily Brick Challenge. Daily Brick Limit. It's daily brick limit. The daily brick limit challenge. So hashtag daily brick limit. And every day you build something or make a piece of art with Lego with the number of pieces for the day you were on. So today would be the 7th. So you would build something with 7 pieces. And it kind of forces you to think a little bit outside the box and recognize limitations or recognize how you can use certain pieces. And it's been fun so far. And it's a really good, friendly community on top of it. Like, there's been more people, because I'll do this all day and Star Wars builds and custom Star Wars things, and I hardly hear from anybody about it, right? It's kind of niche. But then I do this, and there's so many people doing it, and everyone's very supportive and loves seeing everybody else's work. It's really great. So if you haven't, I would look up the hashtag and I think the account, Daily Brick Limit, and start contributing if you can. And it's real basic stuff. I mean, like I got a castle piece that's just like a tower with the window in it, and I put 2 poles on it and 2 flags, and that's 5 pieces. And then I took the picture from like a really sharp underneath angle, and it looked like forced perspective. I'm standing under a castle. That's all you got to do, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. So there you go. Well, there you go, Brad. Also, I think, and this wasn't the reason I started doing it, but I think they're also doing a contest of some kind, and I don't know what the contest is about or how you win, or I like the idea of kind of doing a daily little build of stuff. It helps kind of keep the creative juices flowing, because you are forcing yourself to do something that gets you out of your comfort area. At some point, I'm going to get into like 15, 20, 25 pieces, and I may just go back to building spaceships. But for now, you get 2, 3 pieces, and there's only so much you can do. And so you have to be creative with it. Tell a bit of a story. Come up with some good photography angles, that kind of thing. There is a little bit of pink. You'd be able to see that pink, I think, if the door's open, right? A little bit. I think the main Instagram account is Daily Brick Limit. I think if you just look up Daily Brick Limit, there's a hashtag that you can follow. That's what I'm doing. But I just found out today that they also have an actual account, and they're using the account to kind of display they'll like scrape, like at a certain time they'll stop and scrape all the hashtags that have that and kind of show that as a story, which is kind of cool, because then you can kind of see them all at once. Oh, that's really great. Sort of off-centered dashboard console in the middle there. Excellent. What did I get to buy that car? Well, I bought the hi Doc, by the way. Hi Doc Samson. I got the Trouble on Tatooine, the bonsai tree, and the flower bouquet. So I think I wanted to get the Trouble on Tatooine to get the figures, because you get a Beskar Mandalorian and another Tusken Raider, and I need more Tusken Raiders. I don't need more Grogus, because I already have one, and I'm not a minifig collector. But so yeah, so I think just getting the two organic ones would have done it, because it was $85. What's up, Jeff? Jeff McElwee is here. Yeah, this is so far my favorite gift with purchase. And I don't get too many of these because in a lot of cases I don't care. Or I just am not at the point where I can spend a whole lot of money. Because in most cases, it's like 100, 150 bucks or something like that. It's rarely like $50. So having something being $85, you're like, oh, that's pretty sweet. What's up, Brick Vibe? Whole house in here tonight, man. Good seeing everybody. Black. Guessing this is a gear shift or... Oh, this is going to be an on-the-tree gear shift. Look at that. Is it slightly bent up? Nope, it's just straight down. Oh no, this is the engine. Okay. Get into the engine now. Get into the engine now. That I don't know, Doc. I wasn't a collector of either of those, of the Speed Champions or the old city size. I have a feeling that it may be the old city size. I think it's slightly bigger than the Speed Champions. Just a guess, though. Not entirely sure. Alright, giant fenders. Oh, Jeff's got knowledge for you, Doc. It's old Speed Champ scale. I don't even know how old that is. 1, 2, and 2. So we got 1. Oh, those are 3. I was like, what? That doesn't fit. Single seat go-kart. Well, it's offset too. It's got the jumpers in there, so you get 2 people in it. But it's still only, I mean, it's 6 wide. This is the this was a gift with purchase, Mimi. It's an ideas set, but it's not it's at this point you can't buy it. It was a gift with purchase for $85 or more. Hi Connor. This is a special case of an ideas set that was a contest in which, and Lego just ran the contest on their ideas site, and we're like, hey, come up with your best classic car. And then this was the one that won, and so it became a thing that they gave out with $85 or more purchases at the beginning of the year. The surfboards are flimsy. You mean their attachment to the side, I'm assuming? Because these are pretty solid pieces. I'm guessing they just fall off the sides real easily. Yeah, it sold out like real fast. Like most of the stuff at the beginning of the year sold out really quick. The bonsai, the trouble on Tatooine, and people were buying all that because they wanted the gift with purchase, but also everything else on Lego's site was gone. They if you went to their site on like January or December 31st, January 1st, most of that stuff said sold out. They had like 5 sets available, and this was one of them. You could also get like the Bandit Scout Walker. Oddly, like the AP, I think, was still available. Some really random stuff. But yeah, this sold out like real quick. Did you get the police station, Connor? That's cool. Yeah, I don't know why this year it just seemed like the stores were sold out of everything. The site was gone with a lot of their stuff. Crazy pants. It's almost like people were home with a lot of shopping to do and couldn't do anything else. And that's just pretty. All those pieces right up there for the fender. Kind of sad you sold your vintage car now. Like for real, or did you have one of these? I mean, not for real, but you know. There's an article about how grown-ups were doing Lego for something to do with everyone being in quarantine. Yeah, well, that's true. And I don't know about you guys who were involved in Lego a lot. Do you get the thing where, like, everybody knows you're kind of into Lego for some reason? I don't know why anyone would think I'm into Lego at all, but like all your friends and family send you links to stuff on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and stuff where they're like, don't know if you've seen this, and it's like something you've seen for like a week. You're like, I saw it already. But it's the one where Orlando Bloom was on The Tonight Show, and he had a wall of Lego behind him, and everybody lost their dang mind. They're just like, oh, Orlando Bloom, he's so dreamy, and he plays with Lego. And I'm like, okay, well, let's not get crazy. Those are all sets that have been put together and then put on a shelf. So he may not play with Lego. He may not build any of his own stuff. But it's cool that he buys the sets and puts them together. I don't know if he has kids and he's putting them together with his kids. It seemed like it, but he was really happy to show them off during the interview. For some reason. Yeah. Do you mean all the displays? No, I know what you're talking about. The Instagram account full of nothing but me doing this. Or the stacks of set. I do not have, I don't know if you're talking about him or not, but I do not have any unbuilt sets. I have 3 unbuilt sets right now. That's it. That's the only unbuilt sets I have. And I just bought them. So that's not me. That front fender assembly is really nice. What's up, Scott Bricks? Scott D. Bricks? D. Bricks? I'm in a group at work and my friends' family know I build now. Yeah. Well, I've been doing this, and a lot of us have been doing this for years. And then there was the dark ages for some of us. But I've been back into it now for the 2099, something like that. So that's how old I am, is because I had a dark age before. Star Wars was what got me out of my dark ages. I saw them. I actually saw the news report, or the news headline, that Lucasfilm and Lego Group were getting into a deal together. And I was like, oh. And that's kind of what got me back into it. Oh yes, the Coliseum is finished. I finished that before the break was over. It was repetitive. I also just did the Empire State Building, and that was actually a bit more repetitive because it had all those grill tiles. I liked the Coliseum because it was the perfect kind of repetitive, because you build, you were building basically big petals of a big flower, right? And it was this big section, and every section you built, there's 30 some sections probably. Every section was a wedge that started in the middle and just went up till it was the top of the ring of the Coliseum, of the arena. And not all of them were different, but enough of them were different that you couldn't just go, I'm going to do an assembly line of all these, and it's going to take forever, and it's going to be boring. Because every bit, because it was a ruins, they changed every little kind of tweak here, tweak there. This one had this slope, now it didn't. The next one had like 1x1s instead of 1x4s. You know, it broke it up enough to where you had to pay attention, which made it feel like you were building towards something rather than just assembly line stuff together. So it was, I felt it was very enjoyable. And the end result is just magnificent. It's so nice. Star Wars has got me out as well. I was buying for my kids and was like, holy crap, these Star Wars sets are amazing. Oh, this is cool. Putting an ice skate on as the hood ornament. That's pretty boss. Oh, this is the one song I do not like. There we go. Yeah, I like most of this catalog on here, but... Well, and it does take up a lot of room. It takes up this whole table. Not width. It's only about... You can't see my hands because they're just off screen. But it is pretty big. I don't think it's as big as the Falcon, footprint-wise. So if you've got a dresser, it'll sit on top of a dresser. Provided there's nothing else on it. But, yeah, it's not terribly big. It's because there's a lot of 1x1s on it. So that accounts for a lot of the 9,000 pieces. But yeah, it was super fun to build. I had a lot of fun building it. I put on some Star Trek and just kind of tuned out, and it was great. Great way to spend a vacation. This is weird. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, so this is what was mentioned earlier. Here's the studs for the surfboard, and you put it on the end of the surfboard, and those are barely hanging on there. These are going to come off real easy. In fact, I don't think I'm going to put those on until the end, because those are going to pop right off while I'm manhandling it to put it together. So I'm glad I got the Coliseum, but I think now that there's going to have to be, because I really wanted to get these two. I don't know that I'm going to get anything else real soon. There's a lot of extra pieces for one little gift with purchase. I still want to get the Ecto 1. I think that's it, really. Of course, they'll come out with something in a couple months. Oh, the other big set, I think, and this is a leak, but I think it's going to be a Death Star 2. I think that's the big set this year. I don't know for sure, but that's the conjecture. Which, I don't know. I get it, it's iconic, but I just wish they'd stop rehashing stuff. How far is this supposed to go up? Oh, just like that. It sits back there. All right. So he's not exactly centered on the steering wheel, but this is definitely very slick looking. For this size, it's great. And yeah, these surfboards are gonna fall off all over the place. So there you go. That is very, very pretty. Very nice. Very quick to put together. It looks pretty. It's got a good color. There's a reason that everybody wanted this. A lot of fun. Cool. All right. Set that bad boy up here in front of the... And we got some extra pieces nobody cares about, but we got an extra ice skate, so that's good. And my favorite pieces, all ready to go. Okay. Keep the instructions in the sticker book, sticker in the instructions. And file these away under I for instructions. I was going to get the Falcon, but I want to see what it is. Yeah, and I think it's supposed to be 9,000 pieces. It's going to be the size of like a medicine ball. It's just going to be ridiculously big. And I don't understand the love. How many? I don't know. Anyway. So, here we go with my French. Even with my limited French ability, I know that says the bonsai. Collection botanique. The botanical collection. Yes. Ensemble de construction. What do I do with the boxes? Well, it depends. If it's an ideas box, I keep it. If it's any other box, I don't keep it. I keep the instructions because most of the time I'm keeping sticker books in with the instructions or sticker sheets. But I don't care about the boxes usually, which is weird because oh, look at that. Pull tabs. So there's no reason to want to keep this box because you're mutilating it to open it. And they want you to open it from the bottom. Even the Coliseum, I don't know a reason to keep it. I still have them over here, but it's just because I haven't taken anything out to recycling yet. I don't know why I would keep... I'm not a collector, so I don't know why I would keep the boxes to anything. I mean, you guys let me know, is there a market for empty boxes? I have a lot of, like I said, I still have all my ideas boxes. So like Yellow Submarine and the Saturn V and Sesame Street and anything else that I have that's an idea set. I kept those boxes, but for no real reason other than I felt like because it was an idea set, I would do that. A couple of these guys. Haven't seen these guys in a while. And this is always a good sign when they put the instruction book in a bag. It's 3, 4, 1. Yeah, boxes take up space, man. Right now, my house is like... I made the joke the other day that our house is like 83% boxes right now. It's just so... Think about it though, you'll get 1,000 YouTubers building it at full price. I don't know what that means, Scott. Building what at full price? There you go. The Art of the Bonsai. The Bonsai Master, who's, by the looks of it, actually... Oh, he's built a ton of different bonsais. You can see in the background. No, you can't because the glare is too bad. But you can see in the background how he's built a lot of different Lego bonsai trees back there. One tree, two varieties. So I think to start, I'm going to do the green one. I think I can go back and change that because it looks like they are just... Yeah, they're on leaves, so here's how to use a brick separator in case anyone... Oh, and also the plants, these are now made out of plant material. The green is made out of actual plant material, not ABS. So that's great. That's very exciting. All right. Death Star is $800. Oh, yeah. Look at the last few pages. Gonna look at the last few pages. Oh my goodness, yeah, look at this. These are all his different bonsai trees. That's fantastic. Oh man, I'm super jealous of his skills. Wow. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Ugh. Y'all see my stupid little microfighters? That's what I feel like when I see those things. I'm like, hey guys, I Lego too. I can Lego. Do you guys Lego? I wonder if they will end up a series. Ooh, that'd be cool. Can you imagine? This year's bonsai is whatever. Also, I think this set is probably pretty big because it's cool, but also I think because, and this is just conjecture, I think people who are not big Lego people are going to get this set because it looks good to have on a desk. And they've also been watching a lot of Cobra Kai. With Miyagi, or with Miyagi-Do and Daniel's bonsai. They've been doing a lot more of these for the adults kind of things. And I'm cool with it. I think it's neat to bring in other people. And I like the idea of having more people that aren't just collectors as adults, but like builders. I just wish it would encourage more people to be like, now that you've done this, try building something of your own. See how that goes. Orlando Bloom. I kid. I'm not one to yuck somebody's yum. If you want to build and then leave it on a shelf for 15 years, you do that. I think the art pieces too, the 1x1 dot pictures of Marilyn Monroe and Mickey Mouse and Iron Man and Darth Vader, those are all the mosaics. Those are all adult oriented, I feel too. Ooh, good looking lock turntable. Haven't seen one of those in a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna try to disrobe in front of everybody. It is so warm in here. Oh, much better. They're not stupid, they're cool. The mosaics, I don't think they're stupid. I just think they're not something I would like. I think the 37 varieties of X-Wing and TIE Fighter are stupid, but that's just me. So many other things in Star Wars to build, and they just keep pumping out X-Wings and Millennium Falcons. And to be honest, that's what people buy. You know? If they didn't want X-Wings, they wouldn't buy X-Wings. Oh, thanks, Brad. Did anyone see my fishing pole? I dropped it fishing for compliments earlier. So in the description is a link to our podcasts. There are 2 episodes up now. We've got a 3rd recorded and it's uploaded, but it'll drop in 2 weeks or like a week and a half. If you are into teen dramas, which I'm guessing the Venn diagram of Lego building and teen drama is probably not It's probably brushing up against each other, but not much of an overlap. But I don't know. So Beth has an insane amount of love for a show called Degrassi, and all things Degrassi. Degrassi Next Generation, Degrassi Junior High, Degrassi The Next Class, Degrassi Days of Future Past, Degrassi Deep Space Nine, whatever else is out there. But along with that, she also just generally likes teen dramas. So 90210, Saved by the Bell, which is more of a comedy, but it's a teen show. Buffy, to some extent, was a teen drama. It was just supernatural. And so there was one that she really liked that is very obscure called Ready or Not. And it's another Canadian teen drama like Degrassi. So, and I'd never seen it. I'd seen some Degrassi, but I'd never heard of this show before at all. So she suggested that we do a podcast, and we have. Took a while to get started, but we're rolling with it now. So in the description is a link to the Buzzsprout page, and feel free to download it. It's a television review podcast, so it tends to go on a little bit while we just talk about the show. And if you've never seen the show, it's going to be a little... I forgot to put a thing on there. It's going to be a little long and a little dry. But if you have seen the show, then please feel free to download it or subscribe. It's also available on iTunes and Google Podcasts and Spotify and Stitcher and any of the other ones that those feed. So it's a lot of fun. It's fun because we get to do something together. It's fun to talk about stuff and kind of dissect this little 20-minute show about all kinds of teen problems. The show is also, it's an older show, and it was a lower budget show to start. So it's not an awesome show, but I can see why people might like it a lot, because it's also very, I wouldn't say hard-hitting, but it really deals with some subject matter that maybe a lot of U.S. shows didn't. So it does have a following because of that. So the stand alone is really nice on this. I'm always impressed with vignette stands and things that have nice quality round or decorative edges. I've been seeing a lot of these pieces lately that have little turned up corners. Like they've been banged around a little bit. The Coliseum had a bunch of them. I was a little upset about that. These big green plates had like these corners that were all dinged up. And it kind of caused the construction of it, the pieces that held the pieces underneath, to kind of pop off every once in a while. Oh, nice. Are you gonna keep it? Are you gonna keep it built? Or are you gonna take it apart? The bonsai? Don't know. Haven't really decided yet. It's one of those that I might keep together. The problem is, I'm running out of room in places to keep things. So I honestly don't know. Poloski. I got the 2016 Star Wars Carbon Freeze Chamber for Christmas. What do you think about this set? You know, I don't know. The Carbon Freeze one, the one that's got like a disc and like stairs going up to it and some stuff around the sides, I never got that one. I don't think I have an opinion about it. It's a little old too. It's 4 years old. So I don't know. That's really solid. I like that. With the wheels underneath, the tires as stands. Yeah, I don't have an opinion about that, Mateus. Sorry. If you got it, I'd love to know what you think about it. Bag two. We may get done with this tonight. Look at that. Me and my mom built a few sets together. That's great. I wish I'd built more sets with my kids. I think because I was so into this when they were little kids, and I tended to buy them a lot of Lego when they were little kids. They both got to an age, and this may be their dark ages, and it may be just like, Dad's crazy and we're done with him. But they were both like, here's all the Lego you bought us over the years. We realize that you like it a lot. Please have it. And don't give us any more. And I'm like, oh, okay. And this is after, you know, years of like building with them and playing with them and stuff. Using Lego as scaffolding for science projects and things like that. So it was a little heartbreaking, but there were good times in the mix. Yup. Gives it the good friction. That's very true. Which one do you have on your desk, Brad? Do you have this one? The bonsai? The bonsai? Carbon Freeze and Bounty Hunter pack got me hooked back in. Bounty Hunter pack. Is that the one? Oh, whoops. I'm trying to remember what the Bounty Hunter pack was. Is that the one that had like Cad Bane on a speeder? That was Bounty Hunter Assault or something, I thought. Where there was a speeder and you got like Aura Singh and Cad Bane and Embo. And then like 2 Senate guards or something. That was a pretty... I actually like that one a lot. Did that wrong. Pay attention, yo. Yeah, there's some even Star Wars sets, because I mostly buy Star Wars sets, but there's some that I'm like, nah. And I don't know what it is. I think I like the ships, but I don't like the play sets. So like Carbon Freeze, or the one that was like the inside of Home 1 that comes with an A-Wing, or like the Bespin Cloud City one. I'm just like, since I don't play with them a whole lot, they're not like a play action set. I feel like I am not getting the same out of it as a young kid would who was then playing with it. I don't know. I don't know what my rationale is, but there you go. Yeah, I say that, and now I'm not even sure that I had that one. I know I had the speeder. I know I had the, it was a speeder. It's like a shuttle or a transport, and it had a bunch of different characters on it. Speaking of that, I got the new High Republic book that I want to start, but I'm in the middle of the last Thrawn book, and I don't want to leave it in the middle because then I'll forget what's happened. Those have been pretty good, those Thrawn books. I like them. Dengar IG-88 Bosk Forlom. Oh, you know what? I don't think I got that one because I don't have Forlom. I have Dengar and I have 2 Bosks for some reason. And I have IG-88. It's like a big speeder bike. Oh no, I don't have that one. Now I know which one you're talking about. Now I don't have that one. But I have, because I don't have Cad Bane. I really want to get Cad Bane though. There's a micro fighter I want to do of there's a his ship, the bloodless one or something like that, the soulless one. I don't think it's called that. It's called something else. And it's not my design. It's somebody else's design, but it's very cool. So I want to put it together. Plus, it's got Cad Bane. Very cool, very cool. Got yours in the mail. I also did a IG-88's ship, the IG-2000, as a microfighter, and I want to get that together too. That's a cool one. It's older. A lot of these older sets I kind of want to revisit a little bit and see if I could improve it with newer pieces. What the what? Huh. Is that completely together? Comic Tropes, what's up, Chris? How you doing, my man? Y'all go check out Comic Tropes website, his YouTube channel. The dude is sick with his knowledge of comics and his skill levels of drawing the said comics. So that's a really great way that he's done to kind of angle the trunk of the tree. It's pretty cool. Nice glare on the book. Can't see anything. Oh yeah. Haven't seen that piece in that color. That is very nice. And there you get some more of these curved interior cut circle plates. I am building the bonsai tree, Chris. Earlier we built the classic Ideas car. This mow. That was fun. Let's see. What High Republic book did you get? I got Light of Jedi. I think that's the one I got. There's 3 that came out. There was the regular novel, there was the young adult, and then there was like the kids novel or something like that. I got the older of the versions of stuff. So I guess that's Light of the Jedi or Light of Jedi or something. Chris, now that you're here, Miyagi would be proud. Yes, my bonsai. Yes, and I agree, Brad. The Thrawn books are very fun. I like. They're such quick reads. I don't even. It's just like, yes, Thrawn's a genius. Show me more of how Thrawn's a genius. I just want to know more of that. Chris, I have a question for you. Let's say a person wants to read only. Oh, losing my voice again. Hang on. Need more beer. Let's say I only want to read like 3 comics. I don't necessarily need the physical copies. I am speaking, of course, about the new Star Wars comics that are coming out. And I also don't really have the ability... Uh-oh. Where does this hook on to? Okay. I'm missing something. This looks like it just sits here. Oh, clips onto there. Okay. Obviously, also now we can't go anywhere really to get comics. Where would one go to get just like certain issues of the Star Wars comics? I'm looking specifically for like the new stuff for the High Republic that's coming out. I kind of want to keep on with this series more than just like the regular Marvel Darth Vader stuff. Is there a good site where I could pay a subscription and read them online? Can you still do direct orders? I could ask my brother too. He's got a few contacts up in Colorado from a comic shop that could probably answer that too. But I figured I'd ask the guy in the know. At one point, I would have been okay to do all this research myself, but I feel like I'm so out of the loop on comics anymore. Because this is a new era of canon for Star Wars, and I feel like I want to kind of keep involved. And it kind of makes me a little sad that I may have to end up reading young adult novels. That's not been my favorite. I've only read a handful of young adult novels in my time. Some Harry Potter. There was this one series called like Tamerlane or Tamarain or something, where it was like 1800s naval battles era, or even earlier than that, but dragons existed in the world, and once they found out about these dragons, they used these dragons as certain weapons of war. Like there were really high flying ones with really broad wings that shot acid, and then there were ones that could like shoot fire and they would dive bomb ships, and some were smart and some weren't very smart, and it was interesting, but I could tell I was reading kind of a young adult book. Let's see, either the Marvel Unlimited app or Comixology. Oh, Comixology is still around. Good. Otherwise, I'd set up a poll with a local comic shop and just do curbside when you feel like it. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. I haven't had a slot. I haven't had a poll slot from a store in so long that I don't know. I feel like this is the hobby that I'm in now, and I know if I get back into comics, I'm just gonna be spending all my time and money on that too. And I know Beth is going to be like, you know what? You've got too many things going on. Also, I have too much to read as it is. Oh man, I can't see that. If I add comics to it, I don't know when I'm going to read any of them. But yeah, I might do a Comixology. That's a good idea. I'm sure the Star Wars books will be listed, because I know Comixology isn't like everything, right? Or is it everything? Because if I could read them like on my computer while I'm at work. Who said that? I don't know. That would be bonkers. That would be so amazing. Yeah, I heard the Dr. Aphra series was actually pretty cool. And I may try to go back and get some issues of that if I can. I heard that was pretty good. And then the I thought like the Black Spire stuff had a couple of comics with V. Marathi, the Galaxy's Edge kind of stuff. I think that had some comics. So yeah, Dr. Aphra looked like a fun kind of read. Yeah, like an evil Indiana Jones or Lara Croft or something. Kind of a relic hunter. Oh, that's slick. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Sorry, I keep leaning over here. I'm having a hard time looking past the glare. Haven't read that stuff. No problem. Not everybody has. I just would like to kind of read stuff on my own rather than constantly watching Star Wars Explained to get information about the current state of canon kind of thing. Oh, that's so much better. I wonder if I should do that from now on. Because I watch stuff on there on that channel and I'm like, oh, that would have been fun to read. That sounds like a good story. Oh my god, dude. So we just watched. I had never seen, or if I did, I don't remember it. But I don't remember seeing Karate Kid 3. And because we knew that there were bits of Karate Kid 2 and 3 in season 3 of Cobra Kai, we were like, well, let's go ahead and we did a double feature with friends of ours because they had never seen Karate Kid 2, and now that glare is gross. That glare is bad. So they had never seen that, so we did a double feature, and I'm like, I don't remember seeing Karate Kid 3 at all. If I saw it in the theater, I blocked it out. I don't have any memory of it. Got a little frog there for you, a little brown frog. Say hi, Mr. Frog. So, and we'll solve our differences with karate. Nothing like old man fighting karate. So we were watching it, and the beginning was okay, and I was kind of like, okay, this is a little, I get it. It's a bit derivative. I feel bad for the love interest that wasn't a love interest. I was like, what is she even doing here? I get it, she's a friend, but I think they kind of wrote that out because she was so much younger than he was. But it was terrible. Oh my god, it was so bad. There's just like so many plot issues and so many bad lines, and it's like even Pat Morita couldn't save it, and he was barely in this. That's where we're at so far. It's looking good. Looking pretty. One of these. And I don't know what my expectation was, but it wasn't what I saw. It was just kind of like I was kind of hoping it would be more like 2, because 2 wasn't bad. 2 was pretty good. It had hokey and cheesy moments, but I think overall it was a little better. The music was a little better. The acting was a lot better. But it's ugh. Yeah, and he looks like he's 48, and he's like, hey, Mr. Miyagi, I'm going to college. And you're like, no, you're not. You own a car dealership down by the turnpike. Don't play with us. You've already set up LaRusso Auto Group or whatever. Did Danny get kicked in the balls? Yep, he did. But it was weird because so we watched that because I'm pretty sure in the next season of Cobra Kai, I think Mr. Silver, Nate Silver or whatever his name is, I think he's going to be in it. So I'm like, we should probably watch this now so that when the next season comes out in a year or whatever, we can kind of be. And the friend we were watching with at the time, he's like, well, I could tell it was a bad movie because I kept just saying, I just want that guy, the bad guy, back on screen. I don't care about the rest of these people. Maybe trouble come looking for you, huh? Oh, so pretty. That's very satisfying. This is a very nice looking tree. So far. So this piece, this is the piece that you get with the Minnie and Mickey set, and you get these in black for their legs. There's a little note here that says this is the first time this piece has been used in this color. So here you go, this neat big old macaroni noodle with a Technic axle. Get those times 3, and you get 3 of these. You get 4 of them in this set. Yeah, it's so. We came to the same conclusion. Like the first season is like it's hokey, but you know that you're in for a hokey show because it was like a YouTube show. It was like YouTube Red did it, and you're like, okay, I get it. It's supposed to be kind of this cheesy look back on this thing that shouldn't have been as big as it was, and it's kind of a laugh, right? But then you get into it and you're like, oh, okay, I get it. It's Johnny, you know, it's his story. This is a good idea and a good take, and you know, William Zabka's not terrible, right? He's not great, but it's like, oh, okay, this I can get behind this. Then the second season is like really good. Like, it was legitimately fun to watch, and it had a lot of good bits and drama, and we're like, oh my god, what happened? But I have to agree that I think the second or the third one was just not as good. I just was not really feeling it at all. Mostly because I feel like a lot of the characters did things they probably that went against their character, like things they probably shouldn't have done, and it was kind of hard to watch. I did like what they did with Kreese. I liked his backstory, and the actor who played young Kreese was very enjoyable to watch. He did a really good job. That whole backstory thing was really fun. The thing that I'm having a problem with, I think, for the most part, is that because of the type of show that it is, you are waiting for all the characters to have some sort of redemption. Like, you want everybody to be okay at the end of it, and in some cases, that's just not going to happen. Not everybody can be a winner, you know? So, you gotta, I don't know, somebody's gotta be a dick, or somebody's gotta be the bad guy. How do they want this? Like so? And like... Okay. And like... Okay, there's your tree, and it goes in the stand, like slightly rotated by the looks of it. Very pretty so far. I'm digging it. Oh, there's a little thing that I forgot. Oh no, it's in there. Okay. Extra pieces. All right. The girl with the brass knuckles is, let's see. Johnny's a good guy with flaws. Nostalgia is great in the first season, didn't matter. Want those in dark gray for a spaceship. I do too, Brad. These big pipe things like that for just like, oh man. That's going to be, if that ever shows up in a lug bulk, I'm going to get a ton of them. Good for piping. Somewhat interesting on Kreese's background, right? Danny's just so freaking annoying, I can't watch now. So, you see him growing up and you're like, okay, he wasn't that great of an actor when he was a kid, right? It's, you know, he was okay in like The Outsiders, I guess. I'd never seen that. Beth is going to make me watch that. Oh, here's an interesting instruction. Empty all these pieces into this piece. And then empty them all into here. Okay. This step's going to be really easy. Oh. Well, half of those are already in here. This is going to be a problem. Nope, that one's already full. I'm going to take a minute to concentrate. Are you going to build any microfighters from the High Republic? Well, Brad, that is kind of why, hush hush, I've already got to deal with Random House. I don't. My guess is the novelizations are not going to have much in the way of visual elements for me to kind of pull from, which is why I kind of want to get the comics so I can start scoping out some new vehicles. I'd like to maybe even not microfighter, but like actual build, because you know, here's the thing, I really doubt if it's just going to be novelizations that Lego is going to build anything from books or comics. They didn't with, you know, well, I guess Tales of the Jedi came out before then. Let's see how this works. About as good as I expected. I'm a little sad because there's some really good 1x1 tiles in here. The colors, especially the olive green, and it's just going into gravel. This is like a bad video game. So yeah, if there are any out in the comics, I will probably do my best to make some sort of Lego build out of it. So it's easier in the ship in a bottle build. But then at the very least, yes, microfighters. Because that's my bread and butter, yo. Well, that is very pretty so far. Paint the fence there. One of the Disney Plus shows, I think, Acolyte, not sure if I spelled that right, takes place late High Republic. Yeah, that's like, I think we're going to see, who's I thinking we're going to see? We might see some, I'm really hoping that they pull at least a little bit of lore from Knights of the Old Republic and use it in the High Republic. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, the TV shows will help. Rogue Squadron's going to have a ton of stuff. Alright, so we're going to go with green to start. That'll be fun. Ahsoka will have a lot of stuff in it. Rogue Squadron, Andor, Cassian Andor's show will, I'm sure. So I mean, there's going to be there won't be any lack of content for the next few years. I'm only one away now from full Lego made version, except for the new ones. And yes, I rock the microfighters. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. Oh, one away now from full Lego made versions, except the new ones. Oh, for all the sets from The Mandalorian, you mean? You'll be a busy microbee come here, and yeah, I hope so. Younger Yoda. I want to see a younger Yoda. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, because, I mean, he'll be 900 years old. And this is supposed to take place hundreds of years ago or whatever, so, I mean, he should be around. Something I've got to remember about this set is I just can't pick it up and like move it around like this now because it's full of tragedy if I do that. Got my little frog up here. All All right, so we've got about 5 more minutes left. I don't think we might get this done. I'll just go until this is done. Instead of just saying we got 5 minutes. Oh, huh. I don't have that color Technic piece. That'd be cool for guns outside of Technic axle bricks in that color. Again, have to make note of that. Is there any source material in what Ahsoka is running around in? Nah, I mean, in Rebels, she's got that T6 shuttle, but before then, I don't have any idea. She's either got her own little, like, I mean, I'm assuming since she's not a Jedi, she doesn't have access to Republic shipyards. So, I mean, she's either booking transport everywhere or she seemed to be adept at fixing stuff up. We saw in the 7th season. So maybe she's fixed up her own transport somehow. Bought something cheap and fixed it up. We didn't see what that was in Mandalorian, so I don't know. That'd be interesting, though. She probably will get her own hero ship in her own show, I would assume. You spilled it 3 times. This part of the build was a little boring. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's going to be leaves. Oh, I have to do the whole thing times 3. Ooh. Oh, well, that's the whole thing. Yeah, all right. Well, let's do that then. Because I've got to do that times 3 anyway. Yeah, I'm excited for the future of Star Wars. I think it's just going to be this big old kind of shot of fresh new material, and I'm a little excited about it now that it's getting away from the Skywalker stuff. Yeah, these are spongy. You can feel it. I know they were before, but even these were a little more stiff than this. These are real rubbery. I like it. It's kind of nice. All this to get a different layer. Times 3. Then we go back. So we can do these 2 together. Could be good to guess. Well, I mean, I agree, Brad. I think it's going to become something bigger, but my hope is like you said, better. I think whether or not you liked any of the new movies, and if you didn't, that's fine. If you did, that's fine. There are parts that I really liked. I really liked that they did them. The action was fun. I didn't have a problem with any of the characters per se. But let's not get into that. I will say that I think the stuff that Disney Plus is putting out is probably going to be MCU level of goodness. I think it's going to be... They're going to be able to weave stuff together. They're going to be able to play in a playground that's so much more inviting and well put together. And I'm really hoping it's helmed by people who are smart and know what they're doing. I'm still not 100% that Kennedy knows what's going on, but if anybody takes as much care of the property as Filoni and Favreau, then I think we're all right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think any of them were I just... Okay, here's the thing. I thought the choices that were made in the sequel movies, like the way the story was going, was just kind of like, you'd watch it and you're like, woohoo! You know, you're cheering and you're having fun. And then you get out and you go, wait a minute. Was that? And then you start thinking about it and you're like, oh, no, why did they do that? Whereas the prequels, you're just sitting in them going, what am I watching? This is garbage. This is so bad. Like, the acting is bad and the writing is bad, and it's just... There are fun parts to watch in the prequels, too. Okay? So, there's something for everybody. But I think the reasons for not liking the sequels are not the same as not liking the prequels. I think there's a different animal going on in there. But I think they both built the universes well. I just think some of the choices they made plot-wise in the sequels were just... It seemed like they wanted to tell like 15 different stories, and just nobody agreed on what was going on. And like, I've read some of the... This is what was originally planned for episode 7 or episode 9 or something like that. And you read it and you're like, well, that sounds awesome. Why didn't they do that? And they probably did, and then tested it with focus groups or something and decided, no, it didn't work really well. Who knows? So it's just, I think some poor choices were made, and I think it made the whole thing suffer. But it's over now. They're done. We can go to the books. The books are so far pretty good. Like the Thrawn trilogy, like we were saying, those are great. How are these going on here? Oh, like this. Okay. I'm like, what the what? I like this because then you can kind of move the leaves around a little bit to be in all different directions and stuff. It's kind of nice. I wish 8 wasn't all in space. I was a little slow and draggy at times. 8 was like, there's so many things I didn't like about it. It was a good idea, but it was just a super slow car chase. That's all it was. It was one car chase the whole time. And you're right. It was a little like, ugh. Oh, yeah. WandaVision next week. Yeah, I'm going to watch that. Last Jedi ending was amazing when the little boy Reese was force sensitive. Yes, that was good. I like that. No, the little boy was a throwaway thing where they're just like, oh my god, 33 of these. Where am I putting all these? I guess it doesn't really matter. Put them somewhere. Not there. Yeah, this is the part where it's kind of like, put some leaves on. Doesn't really matter where you put them. And I think, is it the same with the little florets? Yeah. So just put these on somewhere and have fun. We have to assume he showed up at Exegol riding his broom. That little kid showed up riding his broom. He's like, I can use the Force. He's like Lonely Island with the Force on Exegol. Oh, there really is one in there. 100 frogs? Oh my god, look at all those pink frogs. I should have done that instead. That looks amazing. Ha ha ha. Well, I gotta take all this off and do that then. Screw it, we're doing it live. We're going live. I like how they're kind of putting them in the same place. Like, put this one here, and then this one here, and it's the same thing all over. Basically, you're putting 3 on each. Just do it until you run out. What's up, Mimi? Coming back at the very end, I see, to see where we're at. Oh, I hate that. Stupid screensaver. I'm plugged in. Why do you have the screensaver on? You get 1 extra. 1 extra green frog! Yeah, boy. So this is the part of the build where you get to trim things like you were trimming an actual bonsai. You can put them anywhere you want. It doesn't have to be repetitive. Just kind of put them somewhere. Because they'll fit on any of these. I think as long as you get like X amount per branch, you're good. But that's just me. Although, to be honest, this is stressing me out a little bit. Like, not knowing exactly where to put stuff on a Lego set. It's got me a little tweaked. Like, I'm like, but what if I run out of, I'm like super anxious about it. Maybe I don't want that one to go there. Maybe I want this one to go here. Maybe you can't tell me what to do, man. And of course, I have extra. So where am I going to put that? Oh no, I don't have extra. All right, there is your bonsai for the day. Happy little tree. Literally. Kind of good music to end it on. So the other options are the pink blooms I wanted to say, the cherry blossom looking one, and then there's another bag at the end which I'm not going to worry about now, but I've been watching the 100 pink frogs. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That is redonkulous. That is just going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I almost feel like I want to get 2 of these just so I can have 2 of these and then just use this other bag. I'm sure that's what some people did. And then you get to build a stand for it. The last bag is this stand. Like a little wooden bridge to put it on. But it's 9:30. It's after 9:30, so I'm gonna stop. Yeah, it's great. It's very cool looking. I like it a lot. I like that you can kind of do whatever you want with the branches, and it's okay. You don't have to be very specific about it because it's organic. I like that these are just gravel at that point. It's a lot of cool colors in these 1x1s, like this light nougat and the olive green and the regular nougat color, but it's just gravel. So yeah, super fun. I had a good time doing this. So Sunday, we'll do this guy. We'll do the bouquet. If you guys want to come back Sunday morning at 10 a.m., I will be here doing that. Thank you, Scott and Brad and Mimi and all the people here earlier, Chris and MDOT. Thanks for being here. You guys have a safe week. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you Sunday morning. Take care. Bye.